Hello everybody, this is a tutorial on the purpose of flourishes. I'm doing a voiceover this time just so you guys can actually hear me. Surprise, surprise, that's going to be amazing. Look at me messing around with the recording stuff that doesn't work on my belt. Okay, so I guess the purpose of this video, number one, we're just going to test out the software here, see what happens. But also, why work on this type of stuff? Why work on the Lotus Flourish? Why work on the 8 Flourish? Or the X Flourish, whatever you want to call it. Now, mostly, like, I don't remember what I said during this video. The most important part is to remember that the different forms have different points that you want to hit. So, let's say, for example, right here. Yep. Shicho, which is the first form you can see. You point the blade forward, and essentially you're just attacking the 7 different points of attack. You have the head, the shoulders, and then the 2 points of the hip. You also have the hands and the arms, but you have the 5 main points are the head, shoulder areas, and then hip areas. That's the point of Shicho. It's basically basic kendo. And then you have Makashi, which is very much like fencing. So you have it pointed out in front of you. You have a hand behind you, so it doesn't get in the way, and you're doing the same thing, focusing on thrusts, trying to get into the little bits, the little crannies of their defense, trying to destroy them from within. Both of those do not focus on flourishes because you're very much focused on remaining in front of you and keeping the enemy in one place. So why do I focus on flourishes? Well, Surisu is very much about remaining in control of the blade and ensuring that you can defend yourself no matter where your opponent's blade is. So I focus on flourishes, especially during practices, so I know how to move the blade into position in order to protect myself from a leg attack or something like slightly behind me or whatever. Now I use the triangle guard demonstrated here. It's just a basic 8 form. You're just wiggling it, like waving it in and out, and trying to get in close. The closer you can get, the easier you can destroy someone's guard. Now the circle guard, which I just demonstrated there, is very much a long distance guard, and then you have the square guard, which is extremely close distance. If you want to get right in personal, I would recommend the square guard, which is essentially just a screen of light in front of you. You just want to block anything that comes directly in front of you. You want to just back to the side, so you can get even closer. The reason why I use a triangle guard is because then I can get to a mid-range distance. I can get in close, but I don't have to worry about being too close and committing to being that close, because being that close can lead to your downfall. I want to get in close enough to destroy their opportunities of attack, but not close enough that I end up being unable to defend myself from any attacks that they are able to purchase. Now here I just quickly demonstrated a backspin. It is completely you will never need to do it. It's not, like, number one, as you can see, I am not very good at it. But also, there's really no purpose to it. Like, when is your opponent's blade going to be behind you? If your opponent's behind you, it means you're not focusing on them and you've already lost the fight. Your eyes leave your opponent, fight's over. Whatever. Game over. Okay, so, yeah. Now, I am ambidextrous, so I can use both hands. That's never been really an issue for me. I've used both hands throughout my life. When I was younger, we used to live in the countryside, and me and my friends, we would do like stick fighting and stuff like that. And I would just use whichever hand felt comfortable for whatever I was using. So I can use both hands quite fluently with my saber, which you can see in a lot of my duels and all that. Like some of my practice videos, you'll see me switching hands with no problem. But I do like focusing on my right hand. I do intend on getting a second saber for my offhand, so I can have do a dual saber thing. I don't know if I'll have a shorter blade or they'll both be the same length, but I do like focusing on my right arm. This particular saber feels better in my right hand. So I don't remember what I talked about for the remainder of this video. Seriously, 8 minutes long. What was I thinking? Okay, yeah, here what I like doing is I like going in when I'm attacking, I strengthen up my wrist doing this. I will create resistance on the opposite side of my handle to build up. So if someone was to grab the end of my hilt, I'd be able to stop them long enough that I could change the angle of attack like that. Like I could get out of the way and use it to attack them from another angle, or I could I could at least, I don't know, do an offhand punch or something, just so I can I don't have to they can't just grab the end of my pommel, grab my pommel and pull it and have me smack myself in the head. Man, I got really good at that Lotus Flourish. Having the right size blade really helps. Man, I should have really written a script for this. This is just a test, really. I'm just eventually we'll get into the actual stuff. I'm gonna make proper videos now. Now that people are actually interested, and I don't know, I have some sort of credibility at this point. So we can expect a better video quality now that I don't have to worry about this dumb headset that doesn't work, or the camera mic that only likes picking up sounds that are behind it, which drives me up the wall. This new video editing software that I have allows me to turn off the sound of the video, and then I can record the audio for myself. So I can prepare a script. I can prepare almost like a lesson plan instead of I don't know, my rambly self. What am I talking about here? Yeah, you can see the mic is clipped to my hood right there. I don't know why. It could pick up the birds across the house, but it couldn't pick up the sound right next to it. Now, one of the big things about practicing flourishes, when you're practicing just about anything, I've done some Makashi practice just because I wanted to do some strengthening in one arm, but doing these flourishes helped me learn to control the saber and also build up more muscle while using only 2-3 fingers. My arm after this practice, which was 8 minutes 22 seconds and 11 whatever milliseconds, I don't know, but I was also doing for about 20 minutes before that, and my right arm was burning, seriously burning, and that's good. That's very good. So, swing, swing. As you can see, it's gotten very natural for me at this point. Now that I have the right size blade, it's super easy for me to spin this thing around. I practice every morning, after I get up, every day before I go to bed. When I go out on a walk, I do it before I go out on a walk. When I get home, I do it once I get back. You just keep practicing over and over again. Whenever you have a moment, just like push-ups. Whenever you have a moment for push-ups, do push-up. Whenever you have a moment for a sit-up, you do a sit-up. Whenever you have a moment for some saber practice, do saber practice. Hello, I got really close. I was just checking the time on my thing. So yeah, I'm just pointing out that my arm hurts at this point. It's not hurting. It just has a nice pleasant burn from working out. Yeah. May the force be with you all, and have a wonderful day. Apparently I'm not done yet. Come on. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out how this recording program works. So I'm just going to continue rambling until this video is done. I just want to see exactly if this audio will work if I lace it over this. Okay, I think I'm wrapping up the video now. I'm just speaking about how, yeah, that was a point I couldn't touch on, but whatever. I'll explain that in another video, I guess. Okay, we're coming down to the final few seconds. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Turning off saber. Okay. May the force be with you all. Have a wonderful day.